It is your girl here, Misty Diaz, and thank you so very much for tuning into my channel. Please make sure that you click that subscribe button and make sure you give me a like. I would really appreciate it as I put time and love and effort into this channel. But anyways, I just wanted to make a video in regards to this because I know for the fact that I am not the only one going through this. So, as you guys know, I have a disability called spina bifida. If you guys don't know, now you do. I've had a little over 28 operations, and I've had everything from my hips broken and put back into the right place. I've had my ankles fused. I've had bones moved from one leg to another leg to help give me stability. I do walk, which is an amazing privilege, and I do have some damage in my spine, which is due to the spina bifida at L5. I noticed that I lean more to the left, and my left side is strong, my right side is strong, but my right leg is not. So I'm a little bit of a hot mess. And the reason why I mention some of these things is through the years, I've had the same doctors. I've had my orthopedic doctor for as long as I can remember. I've had my OBGYN for as long as I can remember. I have had my general doctor has not been consistent, and that was only because I moved here to Los Angeles 10 years ago, around March. So, what was another doctor? Oh, and I ended up, I want to say about 11 years ago, it was like out of the blue where I was eating dinner with the gentleman that I was dating, and the next day I remember during dinner he was like, "You look a little pale," and I didn't know what. I just thought maybe it's because I didn't feel good. The next day I ended up in the hospital to find out, and we can't figure this out. My body doesn't hold iron, so every so many months I have to go and get treatments where they infuse the iron back into me. So I've had the same oncologist while I've been here for 10 years. I've had the same oncologist. So when I moved from up north to here, I literally got a referral and a transfer, and I've had the same. So I've had the same doctors. Well, here I am, and we got a problem. So I started having some slight issues with I don't really want to go into it quite yet because that's going to be a whole nother video, but I needed to see my orthopedic doctor for some issues I'm having on my left side of my left leg. And I call, and what do they say? Unfortunately, Dr. Oppenheim, who was my oncologist, who was my orthopedic, has retired. So I say, okay, well, where do I go? He's done over like 10 surgeries on me. Like, I don't know what to do. I'm having issues. And she's like, literally, I don't know what to tell you. I can see if one of the doctors that works here, if maybe he can give you a referral to another doctor. So I'm left with no bone doctor. That's not okay. I'm left to find my own doctor. I'm left to figure out who's good for me to pick up where they left off. I don't have just the cold. I don't have just a slight, I have a severe disability. Like, in reality, yeah, I can do tons of things and be independent, but I have a severe disability. I can't just go to any doctor and be like, okay, here's this doctor who's taking care of me for 20 plus years, but I need you to learn my chart and help me continue to stay active. So I'm frustrated. So I make an appointment to get my blood levels checked because I have to do that every so many weeks to make sure that my iron isn't dropping. So I call make the appointment, and the girl goes, you can come in for your blood, but I just want to let you know that Dr. Chin, who's my oncologist, has decided to leave, and his last day is Friday. Mind you, I called on Tuesday, and I said, wait, what? I go, I've had the same doctor for 10 years. So when I lose my iron and I drop, I become like super pale, super weak, like sometimes crawling, because I don't have iron. I'm like deficient. So I called them up. They gave me iron. I have a great relationship with this doctor. So I go, oh, okay, well, can I see him before he leaves? And she goes, unfortunately, he's booked. And I go, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you let me know? Like, why couldn't you send like a letter in the mail saying, hey, your doctor's leaving and you have like, I don't know, 2 months to make an appointment and it's up to you. So I don't have now an iron doctor. So if something happens with my bones and my iron, I'm gonna have to go to the emergency room at UCLA so they can treat me immediately and hopefully give me a referral. So it gets worse. So here I am, and this is what I've been dealing with last week and a little bit this week, is trying to find a doctor to replace the one that I've always had. I'm not the only one who goes through this. I know for a fact that is millions of people deal with this, where they just up and leave or they retire. How hard is it to send like a little note in the mail? I mean, they're sending bills. Why can't they just put it in the same envelope? Hey, your doctor's leaving. Hey, your doctor's retiring. If you would like to schedule an appointment to meet possibly your next doctor who I'd like to refer you to, I mean, how hard is that? So my OBGYN I've had since I was like 12, literally. I've had this doctor forever at UCLA. So I make, this is about 5 months ago, I make an appointment, maybe 6. I make an appointment, I called to make an appointment, and the girl goes, unfortunately, Dr. Heaps is no longer practicing. And I go, what? I go, he's been looking at an issue that we've been really keeping an eye on with my left ovary. Like, what do I do? I can't just go to another OBGYN. Again, I'm a complicated case. And she just says, unfortunately, I can't help you. I can possibly recommend you to somebody, but right now, I don't have anyone to recommend you to. I can send out an email and I could possibly help you in the next couple weeks. And I said, I don't understand. Like, why couldn't somebody tell me? Why couldn't you notify me? So I get off the phone, turning on the TV, scrolling through the channels, and I see my OBGYN doctor is on the news for standing trial for inappropriate sexual conduct with over 100 patients. Blew my mind. This doctor's been amazing to me. So I'm like, oh my God. So what? That's why I couldn't get an appointment. Okay, so you knew that was happening. So say he just got caught during, 5-6 months ago. Okay, you still can't give all of these patients that have been left a referral? What? I don't understand. Not only that, but my phone starts ringing about 2 to 3 days later when I see that on the news of lawyers calling me to ask me questions if anything has happened. I'm going to make this very clear. Nothing happened. He was a great doctor with me. I don't know what he was doing on his downtime, but everything was fine with me. So I am left. I'm currently living in Los Angeles with a severe disability with no doctors. I have just a general doctor, which I'm super grateful for, and I have a urology doctor. I don't know what to do. So I guess I just wanted to make this video and just say, one, I'm not the only one who goes through this. I know you go through this as well, especially if you have a child who's adaptive and you've moved or the doctor's moved. Second, why isn't this a law? How do we get this passed? Can somebody please tell me how we make this a law where if you decide to see a doctor and build that relationship and have surgeries and, you know, make that person your doctor, why isn't it in like some type of contract along with everything else that they make you sign? Why isn't it like a law where if they're going to retire, because they know when they're going to retire, to let their patients know 6 months to a year in advance? Hell, I'd be even happy with a couple of months. Why isn't this a law? There's millions of us who are left with no doctors. We're having to be our own advocate, which we should be, absolutely. But if I get sick, I'm shit up a creek, literally. What am I gonna do? I was talking to a mother today who has a child with spina bifida, and she said the same thing. My doctor just left. She goes, I don't know what to do. It's not like I can just go open, call my health. I can call my health insurance and say, okay, who's in network? I can do that. I can get tons of names. But I don't know if they're a good doctor or not. I don't know if they're going to be able to handle somebody with a severe case. I don't know how good their work is. I mean, I don't want to be a guinea pig. I've been a guinea pig before. I've been very verbal about this. My last operation, which was 11 years ago, it fucked me up. It screwed me up. It was a referral. I thought I did my homework on this doctor, but I didn't. Do I blame myself? No. Do I blame the system? Absolutely. I needed a colon rectal surgeon. I didn't need a general surgeon. There's a huge difference there. Huge. And what happened? I was bleeding for over a year. This doctor today, I saw him a year ago, and when I saw him, I was in tears. What did he do? Because he jacked me up. He just looked the other way. Didn't even care. He got his money. He didn't care. There's got to be something. Like, there's got to be a way for so many of us to speak up and be able to make this a rule. Like, you see people, you know, whose children pass, and, you know, they bring things to legislative, and, you know, they make all these changes. Like, how can we make this change? If you know of any way, please let me know. I would love to see it in the comments. I would love to see this in my DM if you have any experience with it. I also want you to know that you're not alone. And the only way that I am getting through this of having no doctors is simply staying healthy the best of my ability, keeping my immunity up, eating right. My sleep is completely off right now, but just really giving my body extra love and care. So I'm gonna just start with the one doctor said that they would possibly give me a referral. I'll start there and I'll work my way out. So you are not alone. Do not give up. Above all, the great thing is we've outlived our doctors. I've had I want to say about 2 doctors, maybe 3, who have done numerous surgeries on me who have passed away, and they were the ones saying that I wouldn't make it to the age that I'm at now. So keep going, remain strong. You're not alone. I just wanted to get this off my chest because I'm a little frustrated. Thanks, guys.